He really went off on his own. Where is he? What is he doing over here? Lord Divish. Oh, there's a camp. A separate one. Is this a plant? Is this a plant you can pick? Dang it. If that was a plant you could pick, then I would just get an absurd amount of skill up from right here. Is that Capon?
Don't seem like such a good idea to me.
What else can we do, though?
The Lord be
failed to get
praised.
inside twice.
What brings you to me?
Even when the moment of surprise was on our side.
We should storm it.
Bollocks.
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Rat-Eye instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
You must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since... actually ever.
Really?
Aye, that's a
Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, alright then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord.
He was unconscious? He was asking me to save him, and then then we got to the bottom and he was conscious. Well, at one point was he not talking? I feel like he was fully conscious the entire process. Also, wash your face, Capon. What's your issue?
Good day. Greetings. What do you need?
How do you feel, Sir Divish? How's the shoulder?
I felt better, boy. I feel awful, truth be told, and my shoulder's paining me.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll soon be better.
The flesh can be healed, perhaps, but the spirit... Henry, can you do something for me?
What is it you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician. The closest was in Rovna, but I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Ujits. What's his name?
Godwin. But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men, and I have to confess my sins.
Oh. So we're going back to the setup of the war priest character that we've talked about before, Godwin. Well, alrighty then. This ought to be interesting. What is C? What is C? It won't say anything when I highlight it? Weird. Not only will not tell me what C is not a letter on the screen. Oh, that blank one's probably C. It just doesn't say C for some reason. Well, obvious step is to go to E first. Then we can deal with both the other ones later. Back through Talmberg we go. They're really spread out. I guess it's so they can guard every side of Talmberg in case they try to escape. Normally, simply escaping would be good news, because then they'd be abdicating the castle. But at the moment, they have certain hostages that we don't want them escaping with. Alright, that usual thing. The local letter was E. There we go. Godwin. It's time for all the setup characters to come up. We've already had the herbalist from this town. Now that was from this town's quest. Now it's time for you. Our best buddy.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
And it's interesting how you all say the exact same line.
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
Has someone requested my services?
Sir Divish himself.
Well, 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 Sir Divish sends for me, and you're doing the asking, young Hal. How could I refuse? I'll go there right away.
You paid me 375 groschen? Maybe it's implied that that happened later when I got back. Or maybe it's implied that this is a series of rewards I'm getting over the course of this quest that are all stacking, and I actually canonically get them at the end or something. Otherwise, I'm just like, where's all this money coming from midway through this run? We are just burning through the daylight repeatedly with these long journey times. Take us there. Back through Talmberg. And I also know the physicians over there. I've met like every character in this game already. So when it comes to this effort for Talmberg, it's like a reunion of sorts if you've been questing everywhere. I've been waiting for a break in the story for the Necronomicon quest, but I'm starting to wonder if there might never be one again. Might always feel like we're in urgent times. In fact, we're dealing with this dude in Talmberg, but I assume that the final encounter is probably going to be some sort of battlefield against Sigismund. That's what the whole game seems to be leading up to. And if that's the case, then this actually does have the feeling of like almost like a final reunion of a bunch of these characters. Are you dead? No, no. Sometimes I think like, have I run that pig over and killed it yet? Because I just see that pig in the same spot every single time I come into town. So sometimes I think the only way it could be standing still this much is it must just be dead, right?
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
And what do you want from the old buzzard? Never mind. What do I care? It's the big house in the courtyard by the monastery.
I've come to ask for help.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God is testing us all. So what is it you need?
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
These are tragic times. Fortunately, I've only a little work left to do here, so I'll gather my things and set off for Talmberg.
Thank you, Father. May God reward you 1,000 times.
Another 375. But also, can you be a merchant for a second? No. Your merchant stuff is deactivated. Is it because of what time of day it is? One thing I like about Nicodemus is that he's somebody who will wake up the moment you talk to him and then set off to go to a different town in the middle of the night without any context. With plenty of context, but he won't refuse to do it. Now he's in door mode, so I couldn't talk to him. Before he leaves, I want to try to buy items off of him.
Another one.
Damn it. Yeah, he's setting out. Oh well. The moment I would say the good news is no one else is awake, right? It'd be like the middle of the night. This lock's too difficult? Those still exist? Damn. Always with the apples. Mint. Wormwood. No, I needed something else, right? Shit. Fuck it. I think I need access to that to continue. Oh, stealth bonus. You too, Brute? Your attacks from behind will be 1/3 stronger. Dogs won't bark at you. Neat. When you're wanted, people will be less likely to recognize your face and will soon stop looking for you. But no, I want that stealth kill. Now that I've got my dagger, I regret having not got that sooner. So stealth at level 10 already. Neat. You too, Brute? This is largely improved, but still mostly the same people are all just sitting around here all the time. Oh well. Not the potion progress I was hoping for. What level does the lockpicking have to be? I'm level 12 now, like I'm getting up there. Oh well. Where's the guy I'm looking for? Find Conrad Kaiser in the monastery. He said something along the lines of it being like the big house or something, right? I have 44 lockpicks. Alright, we've made a bit of progress there, I suppose. Damn. I don't have any more books to study though, do I? Because I need time to pass, I think, so we can get to the right time of day. I don't feel like reading right now. I just feel like skill books. That's a skill book one. Anthology of love poems. Unexpected. Gentle night, why linger on? I yearn thus for love so long, for my love so long. Without her words to calm my breast, who shall set my soul to rest? And now my heart in sorrow dwells, from melancholic pining swells, since I, alas, was forced to part from the mistress of my heart. Lord, let me not wait in vain, I yearn to see my love again. O gentle sir, be of good cheer, I shall not cling to another dear. To love and be forlorn. To love and be forlorn is like night without a dawn. To be close with naught to say, like winter frost in May. To have lips and yet kiss not is like leaving grain to rot. To love without consummating is like unsown fields in the spring. I shall love you then, my dear, as long as you lie with me here. If you'll not give your all to me, no longer shall I bide with thee. Ode to a woman. Woman is the root of sin, and yet the virtuous deeds again. In Eden it was woman's deed to pluck the apple from the tree. If you've no wealth to offer, you say, she will scorn you and turn away. But once you promise her treasure, she says she will love you forever. To murderous wrath she gives birth, leaving no peace on this earth. Wounds inflicted by swords cut less deep than sly woman's words. Wow. Sounds like somebody before, during, and after a relationship or something. They just got really bitter. Oh, that's gonna be a quick read. There we go. 100% read. That must have raised my reading skill or something. Because the other ones don't have like a percentage, do they? Am I imagining that? Yeah, these don't have percentages, you just read them, period. That was an unusual case. It's the first time I've ever seen a thing that has a skill percentage, but also at the same time, has text inside for you to read. Not normally how it works. Gotta get that energy back up somehow. That comfort bonus, by the way. That must be from the inverted bed quality thing. That's significant. 70% instead of a 30. Right, it's 70 because instead of being 30 away from the bottom, it's 30 away from the top. You're not a merchant, are you? Nope. All I can do is pickpocket you? But I'm in a bit of a rough spot. The quest went away. Shit. The guy said where it was, but the marker went away, which doesn't help me. And especially since I've kind of forgotten what his instruction was, because I was focused on other things a little bit. Maybe the guy that runs this room over here will tell me.
Hey, who's there?
Hey, who's there?
Jesus Christ be
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
What? That old fool? The one who spends his time poring over old books instead of at the tavern? He's all locked away in the custodian's house. That's the big place in the courtyard by the monastery. Are you serious?
That's the big place in the courtyard by the monastery. The custodian's place. Also, that you're the overseer's hand, and you called this guy a fool for poring over old books. This must be the courtyard by the monastery, right? So one of the buildings around here. This would make the most sense because this is the most engineering-looking room I've seen around here. How's nourishment? Oh, 73. You really have to forcefully ignore that those things are just everywhere and free in order to ever struggle with this supposed mechanic. Yo, Keyser, where are you at? Get off your keister and get over here. That is a word I've exclusively heard my grandmother use and no one else in any other context. To the point where I'm not even entirely convinced it's a real word. The big place in the courtyard by the monastery. It's just not as helpful as I'd like it to be. Can't go in there. It is kind of interesting how everyone I talk to in this game so consistently takes you back to the monastery for various reasons. It kind of paints a context for the other game I play, Pillars of the Earth, which deals with such things. With just the idea of, like, it being such a community and important thing. And it's like, it's reinforced here, where this game's not about a monastery, but the fact that there's a monastery being built nearby means it just comes up constantly. I don't know if that's a weird shit pile, or if that's like an anthill. Are you Keister? No.
I hope I can be of...
Do you happen to...
What do you want from me, old bat? Never mind, what do I care? It's the big...
Do you happen to know the...
Never mind, what do I care?
It's the big house. Is this the big house?
Come on. What are you trying on here? Good day to you.
Is this where Conrad Keyser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Keyser.
World-renowned?
If not yet, then soon. Our Master Keyser is a mastermind. You wouldn't believe the things he comes up with. You'll be hearing more of him, you mark my words.
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really? Whatever for?
Tobias Fayfar has sent me. He is asking Master Conrad for help with the siege of Talmberg.
Must be important then. Go in. Although I don't know how he can help from here. Here's the key.
God be with you.
That's not the right guy.
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startled me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir, Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfire has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bettlern Castle.
They locked you up in Bettlern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons, thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sassau?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What is it you're working on, sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realise that, but Sassau Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
That sounds a lot like the thing I already stole.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
How? I leveled up speech again? Didn't that level up like a minute ago? Holy crap. Of all stats, I feel like speech levels up like 3 times per session for me. I'm like, it just keeps going. Merchants be more willing to buy stolen goods from you. Yes. Increases speech skill when haggling. When a trader loses patience during haggling, you get one more chance. No, do that one. Trustworthy middleman. That sounds neato. I would appreciate that little change. Something I can work with at the very least. Right, and I already have the stolen commission, so we're set. But hear me out. What if I... Oh, no. Turns out Master Inventor Man dude has good locks. But not here. Just want to see what he has. I'm just curious. It might be cool. Or it might be that, I guess. That'll sell for something. He keeps his mead. He does astonishingly well for himself, doesn't he? Get that one for free. Valerian mint. There we go. He seems rather focused at the moment. Let's not lockpick right next to him, though.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I pre-stole the thing like a long time ago.
I've got that commission.
Not so loud, for heaven's sake. Show it here. The very thing. Go to the Sasau scribe and say to him the fox isn't half as clever as he thinks. Then he'll do as you ask.
Is that a password?
Just so. He insists on it. Don't forget to repeat it verbatim and aloud. Then all you have to do is take the new document to Carol and tell him a messenger brought it.
All right.
But most importantly, do it quickly and put the commission back immediately. Carol's no fool. If he can't find it, he'll put 2 and 2 together when you bring him the new document, and the game will be up.
Feels like I might have screwed this up a long time ago by having gone through people's crap. I love that you don't even have to open them anymore with a mini game. That one didn't auto open? What's up here? One guard? Spooky. It's for the good of the Empire. Oh, where'd you come from?
You! The rest that's
Spooky.
I see a thief! Guard!
Hi.
Don't move it!
Nope, calm down.
Guard, come here!
Calm down.
There's a thief over you seen thieving!
That was startling.
This definitely won't come cheap.
Listen, I just want to raise my skills a lot. Like all the time. It's fun. Also, I've been given a secret task.
Just my luck. Look, I can...
Yeah, it's secretly... I'm secretly a good person, and this is for good reasons. Haha. My speech skill went up even higher, so I'm even more overpowered in those situations. It's probably why my reputation keeps dropping, though, so I'm paying for that for other reasons, and that I'm gradually losing my ability to sell my stuff for a lot around here. Right down to the scribe, though. I feel like that's a color I feel like that's a color I'm not used to seeing for quest notifications. Possibly because I keep my list kind of short. But this one kind of stuffed us full of new icons everywhere.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
Anything interesting for sale? None of those are skill books.
have a message for you.
Hmm?
The fox isn't half as clever as it thinks.
What?
The fox!
Jackass! What in heaven's name are you blabbering about?
Conrad Keyser sent me.
Why the hell didn't you say so?
That sod. He deliberately lied to me to make me look stupid.
Well, never mind. What do you want?
I've got this document here, and I need to have a different one drawn up with the same signature and seal.
So Conrad is still up to his old tricks. Give him my greetings. Let's see it then. All right. Give me an hour. And I hope I won't have problems on your account.
And now we know why people don't like him. Everyone I talk to is like, fuck that guy. And now we're finding out that, like, he just trolls us because he can, basically.
Is it done?
Here you are. And pass on my best to the old dragon.
There we go. I waited 1 hour and we're good to go. Convenient of them to put 2 fast travel points in the 2 halves of this town. The only missing thing is putting a fast travel point at the inn in the middle when you need to use an inn. But they themselves knew that this was going to be a place to spend tons of time in. And going up and down over and over again was going to get old. Kill the chickens, kill the chickens. Not quite. What's this? Make sure Carol is short of money for wages. Like a really, is this like a really contrived way of getting the thing? If you don't just randomly pick it up on a lockpicking spree like I did. Oh, he's inside that building, isn't he? Can I just jump the fence? I cannot. Hey you, don't worry. It's me, it's me, not Henry. Don't forget that I'm still not Henry. I'm that one random dude that was supposed to be a monk. Yeah, not Henry. I've interacted with that guy so many times that the idea that I'm suddenly in disguise around him was just so silly. Where is this guy? Oh wait, no, it's giving me the chance just to put it back in the chest. This chest? Yes, this chest. Put back the original commission. Carol's commission. It's specifically not treated as a quest object, so otherwise we'd be in trouble. Gotcha. Let's see, that must be Carol. Are you Carol? Yes.
I'm honored that a knight such as you...
Blah, 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 yes.
A messenger brought a dispatch for you.
To the hand of... I charge... To be of assistance... Permission to leave Sasau? How very convenient for you.
The hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own from the abbot, and if your letter of patent is fake, you'll be in trouble. Come with me.
Good thing I already put it back, damn.
Well, it goes against the grain, but the seal and signature are genuine.
So Conrad may leave?
He can. The letter of patent is genuine, and when the abbot commands...
Wonderful. I'll tell him.
Don't worry, he'll be back in a little bit. He's just a designer dude, right? Like, you guys have plenty of busy work to do in the meantime, I'm sure. Shouldn't really matter. But we need him to design something now, or bad happens.
Was ankle deep. The weather's gone mad, I tell you. You say that all the time.
He lives over here. I'm like sitting here like, where am I going? I'm just so used to going in that direction for to either go to meet with the overseer or the hospital of sorts. I've forgotten to even go this way.
Why do they want to kill me now?
I hear yelling. Wait, is somebody in danger right now?
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sassau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kosterlitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. That was actually me. Yeah, sorry about that.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
He's fucking with me, isn't he? That seems to be what he does, so I don't really trust that this is even a real threat. We've already reached Boy Who Cries Wolf territory with this guy, frankly. But okay, I'll strip naked and hide in the garden. Watch out for the assassin at midnight. For stars, let's close this door. Where am I even gonna hide? Behind this wagon, I guess? That's pointed in the right direction. Midnight it is. If you're worried that somebody here is after you, just come with me and we can go to a different city. They won't even know you're in Talmberg. Then how are they gonna get you? Is that the assassin, or is that just the guy that always works here? That's just the guy that's always here, right? Find out more about Pechar. Hey, what's that about? Right, that's the guy who he suspects. Well, let's wait for midnight. That's just the guy that works here, right? It's right about midnight now.
Just you wait.
I'll get you, just you wait. Is that the assassin? Or is that a random guard? Who's this creepazoid over here? Stealth kill. Oh, it's Pechar. Hi.
Well now, look what's come crawling out.
Oh yeah?
Some rock.
We're just gonna fight now? Notice my bad behavior. He's attacking me. Fuck that. How many more times do I have to knee you in the head? Man, you're really helping my strength skill right now, buddy. A lot of headbutts going on here. What can I... Okay, why can't I punch him? It won't let... There we go. The punches weren't happening. There's like a weird X crossing out my ability to punch. I've never seen that before. Just spam punch. I've done it every time. Why is it not an option suddenly? I'm done with this. I have a sword.
You call that?
Oh, that's ill-advised. You should not pull out your sword too. Are you pulling out your sword too? Oh, you're nope. Nope. All right. Well, usually they freak out about that.
He must be here somewhere.
Where could he have vanished to? Because I crouched a little bit.
Fuck.
All right. Well, this escalated. I wasn't expecting him to. Ow, Jesus. All right. Well, I'm fucked. This is bad. I wasn't expecting it to escalate in quite this way. In the past, when I pulled out a sword, it just made them give up, which was nice. I have no stamina. This is not happening.
Cry now.
No, I'm gonna die now. It rhymes, but it's not the same thing.
No.
Only one chance. Nope. My only chance was to shoot him in the face with an arrow, and that was not gonna happen. Son of a bitch. When did I save last? He must really be in for the kill then.
Why do they want to kill me now?
Blah 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 blah. Oh my god, what the fuck was that sound? Did I just hear something really weirdly loud? Like
They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Henry, this monster's Henry. Have you considered having a guard stand outside your door at nighttime instead of only during the day? Pro tip, because it's kind of weird how you only have a guard here during the day. Oh well. Now I'll just go fight him in full armor, and I'm just gonna murder the fuck out of him. We'll see how he likes it when he's dead. After midnight. He's right there.
I'll get you. Just you wait.
He's coming straight towards me, isn't he? Nope, he's stopping for a second. Oh, I accidentally just... I just sent those to my horse on accident. Frustrating. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Anyway. Wait, why is there suddenly a talk option? Where was that last time? What the fuck? Hey, dick. Hey, you. Surrender, apparently. This is...
There's an enemy here.
Where are you going? Come back here.
Look, an enemy.
Why is he reacting completely differently this time?
Watch out, there he is.
Who is the enemy in this situation? Like, who's gonna be in trouble?
Place at the wrong time.
Oh, now we're fighting.
You can still yield.
Alright, well now I've just made the same mistake again. Because I briefly thought you could talk to him because a talk prompt came up, but then he ran away. And then tackle came up, but then that didn't lead to tackle results happening. Unfortunately. And someone keeps yelling about an enemy, but I don't know what who they're talking to as being the enemy. Okay, that's very rude, sir. Come here. Come here. There we go. Fuck you. Ooh, seems valuable. Tiny bit of groschen. That's valuable, that's valuable, that's valuable. Those are valuable. Trunk key, yes. Yeah, I unlocked the thief achievement. Me, a thief? How could you say such a thing, game? No, I like my other one. I hate to do this, but what did I accidentally remove? I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally pressed X instead of A, so instead of unequipping it, I got rid of it. Which is frustrating. Those are exclusive to each other? Oh, because that's a charisma item. Oopsie. That should be a full set of armor again. There we go. Objective completed. Find out more about Pechar. Yeah, dude attacked me, so he died.
What does he want here?
What was his goal? Was he justified? I don't know. All I know is that when I find him being like, I'm gonna get you, he tries to murder me. So, that's the end of my discussion with him. Anyway, taken care of.
Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
He's dead. He was an assassin, all right.
Lord have mercy. Was it Pekar?
Yes. I saw him all too clearly.
So they are after me. I knew it. Sweet Jesus, there'll be more! I need to hide away somewhere.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg.
There we go. That worked out all right. Horsey. I'm surprised that he's willing to meet at Talmberg if he's so terrified for his life. He'll be like, I'll just meet you there separately. I'll just go there, unguarded and alone with all the assassins coming after me. It's fine. I'm sure it'll work out. Also, how did I know that was Paykar? He wasn't like, I'm Paykar. I'm the evil Paykar man you heard about in the story. I'm gonna kill that guy. He didn't have like notes on his body that say like, signed Paykar. It's like, I just killed a guy that happened to be out there. And I'm like, yes, it was Paykar. I'm like, how do you know that? It could have just been anyone else. He didn't like give a Mojo Jojo speech where he outs himself and everything like that. Like he just was there. Which, yes, confirms assassin. No, does not confirm Paykar. The only reason I know he's Paykar is because it's a video game and the name Paykar just shows up when I look at him. What's happening?
A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Rocketeer to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Rocketeer? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Rocketeer are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Rocketeer, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Wanted to fire rockets at the keep. Oh, that's great. That's great. Maybe he'll get his hope and maybe he won't. It does say Rocketeer. Tell a fey far about him. That's a weird prompt considering he already knows. They just had that scene.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Just one thing. If he should send you somewhere and tell you to give some password about a fox or some such, well, you should take it with a grain of salt.
Password? Fox? All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
Over another 1,000 more groschen. Goddamn. I'm at 10k again. I got a key to Fayfar's trunk. And Fayfar's trunk is... Now I'm supposed to wait. I don't know where Fayfar's trunk is. There's a lot of trunks around here, but I think these are probably the leaders. Like, where the... Fayfar. Fayfar, where's your trunk? Where do you stay? How would one even know? This one? 6 groschen and some garbage? A couple pieces of armor. Downgrade and downgrade. Or equal grade. I should clean up a little bit. But Master Fayfar, where do you keep your trunk? Was that the one? It did unlock. It might have been that. Oh well. Probably not that important. Alright, so that takes us all the way to the waiting part, right? Yeah, wait until the trebuchet is finished. Alright, so see you guys next time, and I'll deal with the potion situation, possibly by just crafting all of them myself. We'll see. Or we won't. Maybe the trebuchet will finish and we'll just continue on and it won't matter anymore. But I'll probably try to deal with it.